So lean a little on your friends, they will carry you. Shelter from the stormy nights. Lean a little on your friends, they will guide you through. You know you're gonna be alright. Looking at all we've lost, all the pain that living can bring. But when we are together, yeah, we can take on anyone, anything. Sisters scorn, brothers warn, lonely pain is harder to mend. Far and tall, far and small, get you on your feet again. So lean a little on your friends, they will carry you. Shelter from the stormy nights. Lean a little on your friends, they will guide you through. You know you're gonna be alright. Nobody get you down. But when you're bitter and tired, your voices are mute, we will take the time to understand. So hang around for a while now, lay down your roots, it's time to grab a helping hand. And when you're punching for vengeance, lay her a leg, 'cause you can't find a metaphor. Or if you're weary and wasted, or feel like a freak, we will always pick you up off the floor. So lean a little on your friends, they will carry you. Shelter from the stormy nights. Lean a little on your friends, they will guide you through. You know you're gonna be alright. You're gonna be alright. Oh. Lean a little on your friends.
Hello, and welcome to Final Show Films. I'm John, or Senstaku, as you might know me on Twitter, the executive producer here, and I just want to thank you for watching. It really means a lot to us that people watch, listen to, and enjoy our shows. If you want to help us keep making these shows as fun and lively as they can be, please join your fellow fans in supporting us at our Patreon page at patreon.com/fsfilms, or by subscribing to our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/finalshowfilms. It really means a lot to us that the amount of you who do support us continue to do so, especially our $25 plus tier supporters on Patreon. Antitonic, Cat Waterflame, Samantha Bates, Maureen Monty, and Bradley Alexander. Every little bit helps, so thank you to all of our patrons and subs. Check us out on Twitter at Final Show Films and on our website at www.finalshowfilms.com for updates, go-live notifications, and more. We love interacting with you, so feel free to tweet at us or email us at finalshowfilms@gmail.com. That being said, please relax and enjoy. And we're live.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome once again to Shadows of the Neon, our Werewolf the Apocalypse chronicle that is being run here for Final Show Films. My name is Jack. I am your storyteller for this narrative, and joining me tonight is Jeremy.
Hi, I'm Jeremy. I am playing Aiden, a Hamid Philodox child of Gaia fuck up.
And Mara.
Hi, I'm Mara, and I am playing Alex, a Metis Philodox Black Fury.
And William.
Hi, I'm William, and I'm playing Ingvar Ulfsdotter, the Get Fenris Arun.
And Aaron.
Hi, I'm Aaron, and I am playing Anastasia Ambrose. I'm not a Theurge this time.
No, you're not.
Mm-hmm. First time I've made the mistake. Metis Galliard Silverfang.
And John.
I'm John. I'm playing Valko Hekal Petrovsky, the Hamid Silent Strider Theurge.
And Holly.
I'm Holly, and I'm playing Dakota, the Lupus Galliard Uktana.
And Craig.
I'm Craig. I am playing Sal Moraro, the Glasswalker Ragabash.
And last time we were in Vegas, the newly formed Wings of the Mojave Pack started laying groundwork for security at the halfway house cairn, both material and spiritual. Hakao continued his pursuit of scrounging up chiminage, but all efforts were eventually interrupted by a pair of black sedans circling the block with some unsettling symmetry. Seems the wolves have attracted some attention. Responding fairly quickly, but with limited intel, the Wings, alongside their Stormcrow totem Dustbringer, confronted the vehicles, which were apparently driven by a quartet of very average-looking men in professional suits who possessed an affinity for being able to calm emotions in the line of their purported governmental duties. Yeah, right. And now, after the battle commenced, we return to the streets of Vegas, where some of the pack are in the Umbra, some are back behind the walls of the cairn grounds, and the rest are trying to curb stomp the four men in black. So, when last we left off, it's Sal's turn, as three of them have leapt on him and started kicking because their guns stopped working momentarily, while Ingvar is hauling ass, bodily carrying one of them around the corner, back down the block and a half, more or less, to the gates of the halfway house apartment subdivision. Cow and Dakota have stepped sideways and are now in the Umbra, attempting to make their way somewhere. And Anastasia and Alex, I believe, are both still back inside the walls. Anastasia with Juniper Johnson, who's trying to monitor the entire thing on camera in between expletives. And Alex is just trying to figure out what to do. But we're starting with Sal for now.
Sal, while he's in the middle of getting a beat down, will try to say as loudly as possible, "Are we really sure we want to lead these guys back to the place we figured they're looking for?"
I just want to remind you, because it has been a week, that we've been using the telepathic bond for critical information, if that's something you want to continue or not.
I forgot we had that, so yes. So Sal, as telepathically as possible, will say the same thing I just said.
As telepathically as
Sorry.
Sorry, say what you said one more time.
Are we really sure we want to lead these guys back to the place it seems like that they were trying to find in the first place?
All right.
Yeah. Am I waiting my turn for a response?
Yes, you can wait for your turn to respond. Anything else on your turn, Sal?
Yeah, I guess so. I would desperately like to try to recover some wounds because I'm not in breed form at the moment.
Okay.
And you get one wound back automatically, right?
Yeah. I think that's all I get. I don't think there's anything.
Let me check just to be sure.
I've got two lethal and two bashing.
Okay.
Which puts me down to wounded, which is not great.
All right. There we go. So, when you're in combat, you roll stamina difficulty 8.
Okay.
And that, if you get a success, you heal as normal.
Okay, fair enough. Let me make sure I've got my breed form selected. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're in Glabro right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Difficulty 8.
Difficulty is 8.
1 success.
1 success. All right. So you regenerate your worst bashing or lethal health level.
Okay, great. And I think with that, I'm pretty well surrounded by these.
Oh yeah, there's 3 guys right up in your face. It's the very first moment in the second Matrix movie when all the Smiths start to pile on. You've got 3 on you right now.
All right. Well, so when I'm going to try, then I think I'm going to spend a rage. Well, I don't need to spend a rage point. I'm just going to pop back into Hamid form and suddenly be smaller and try to use that to get out from the middle of them.
Okay.
Will that be my full action?
That would be your.
Or is that just
that would be your action and your movement.
Okay.
You can, of course, spend another rage if you want another action.
Does it look like the one who was the leader? Does it look like he's still trying to talk and calm things down?
You can't see him right now because he's around a corner being fireman carried by Ingvar.
Oh, that's okay. That's the one that Ingvar has.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ingvar has the one that got stabbed.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah, I think what I will do. Actually, what I think I will do is before I shift into Hamid, I'm going to try to just punch one of them, and then I'll shift into Hamid and try to disengage. So I'm going to spend a rage point to do that extra action.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Go ahead and make your brawl. Difficulty 6, I believe.
Okay.
Dexterity and brawl, I should say.
4 successes.
So you swing around and you just pound your fist right into this guy's face. Go ahead and roll your damage plus 3 for your extra successes.
Okay. Another 4.
All right. Let's see if he can soak anything. And he already has 2 health levels gone.
It's a bit of a like shocking difference between Craig's character today and Craig's character on Monday. Craig's character on Monday being a person who winded himself going up 3 flights of stairs.
So you just slam right into this guy's face and you feel something give, and everybody who's still around can hear the jaw crack, and it is now swinging loose, just roughly halfway between his sternum and his upper teeth.
Okay, and then after that, assuming that gives me a little bit of breathing room, I'm going to shift back to Hamid and then try to duck out, do the sort of old Popeye style. Everybody's piling on. Just
Yep. All right, that will be a dexterity and athletics difficulty 8.
Okay.
See if you can leave one of them in there so that the other 2 keep punching, but they keep punching the wrong guy.
Yeah, that's the dream.
That's the cartoon maneuver we're going for.
I wonder if there's a gift that lets you do that.
You said dexterity and athletics?
Dexterity and athletics difficulty 8.
Lightning reflexes help me out at all here?
Not really.
Okay.
This is more of an intentional choice rather than a sudden reaction.
2 successes.
2 successes. Yeah, I'll say you pull out, and you are currently only in range melee-wise of one of them right now, but you are outside the pile.
Okay. Do I still have any move left, or is that all?
Yeah,
of mine?
you can keep going if you want.
All right. Yeah, I want to fall back, not necessarily towards the cairn, but certainly away from the street.
All right. So same direction that Ingvar was headed?
I guess same.
Or are you trying to get on... Or are you trying to get on the other side of this knot from literally all of your friends?
No, I'm still trying to kind of lead them away from everybody else. I just don't necessarily want to lead them back towards the cairn.
Okay, because you can run down you can make the maneuver out of the knot down the sidewalk towards their cars and away from everybody else if you want.
Yeah, but that's also more into the public, correct?
It is a bit.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to do that because that's
you'll head back down the
a limited number of directions in a city.
Yeah.
So
all right.
I guess generally towards the cairn, but I don't want to lead them straight towards the alley.
Right. Yeah, no problem. You're going down the street. You haven't made the turn that actually goes back towards the cairn.
Okay.
The cow. You and Dakota have just emerged into the Umbra. Go ahead and give me a perception and alertness. Difficulty 7.
Is that for both of us?
It's not your turn yet. You'll be able to make it on your turn.
So difficulty 9.
Yep.
Oh, good. The difficulty's already set at 9 for me from the last time I had to do this.
I'm going to be AFK 1 second.
Botch.
Okay, so you are doing what?
Can you see where the cairn is? Or can we see where the cairn walls?
You can see where the walls are. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm going to indicate that way to Dakota and just out loud, not over the telepathic bond. Let's get back over there and we can step back sideways.
Okay.
And I'm going to start walking in that direction while listening to the telepathic bond, because I'm going to let Aiden respond to Sal and wait and see what's going on the other side.
Okay. Anastasia. Juniper, is basically just kind of has her hands clenched on the side of this folding table that's holding the keyboard and monitor that have apparently been employed to use for security visualization purposes. And she's upset, you can tell. This is not what she was hoping the afternoon would go into. What are you doing on your turn?
I do not Philodox, so I do not Philodox. I'm also not in charge. I gave my interpretation of orders. Unless Jupiter has said something specific beyond a lot of expletives. It's been a week. Was I instructed by anyone to go anywhere?
Nope.
I don't think you have been, no.
Okay. I'm gonna say that still being able to see what's going on is useful. So
yep. Sounds good.
Where I'm gonna say, sorry.
No, you're good. Okay. Which brings us to Aiden.
Okay. So first things first, he will respond. And the person who asked is no longer here. So
We'll fill him in.
Yep. We'll fill him in.
No, fair. So his response is as quickly thought as possible. So sort of very rapid fire, probably more rapid than I can. We can't finish this quickly enough. We're walking veil breaches, firing off semi-automatic weapons just so that we can make sure everybody in the surrounding vicinity knows that there's a fight going on. They already know it's here. They wouldn't be circling otherwise. Yes, we're bringing them into the cairn.
Cool. All right.
And then you know what? He's gonna it's probably not gonna work, but he doesn't have a great. He is going to try to use. He's going to try to use persuasion to taunt the other two that aren't being carried into following him as he pulls back towards the cairn.
Okay. Let's see. All right, go ahead and roll charisma and subterfuge, standard difficulty, I believe.
Charisma and subterfuge, difficulty 7.
7, is it? Okay.
Yeah. I think I have this in here already. Yep. And you know what? This is important enough. I will go ahead and spend a willpower on this. Just a sec. 2.
2 successes. All right. So your difficulty on all social rolls will be lowered by 1. So you're going to be making a manipulation and I'm going to say
Expression or empathy, maybe?
expression roll.
Okay. Manipulation, expression.
With the lower difficulty, you're looking at a 7.
Yeah, why not? Who needs willpower?
All right.
I'm going to take another one. Just to ask.
Yeah.
When taunting somebody and would the specialty rhetoric apply?
I'll say yes.
All
as
right.
long as you can tell me exactly what Aiden is saying.
Oh shit.
I mean,
Nah, it's fine. I can't at the moment. I literally can't think at the moment.
commonly philosophical rhetoric is used to taunt people, so.
Yeah.
So that is also 2.
All right. 2 successes. 1 for each of them. You seem to have their undivided attention.
Great. And now I am trying to back up towards the sept, guiding them with me.
Okay. Meanwhile,
basically a come get me fuckers.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
Meanwhile, Ingvar.
Have I rounded enough of a corner to be relatively out of sight?
I mean, out of sight of what? You're still on a city street.
Yeah. How busy of a city street?
Well, it's currently a Sunday afternoon and you're running past a couple of churches. You tell me.
At the very least, is a very large woman running down the street holding a guy with a gun and a knife.
Yeah. Can I spend rage to move faster?
You can spend rage for an additional action, so you can get basically a double move.
Yeah.
Just haul him. Just in one motion. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Run.
How much ground can I clear in a rage run?
Let's see.
Using regular movement, action to move, and then rage action to move again. It's basically a question of if I can run far enough, I might run, but if not, I might just finish this guy off right now.
In front of the church and all the witnesses.
I know.
That's fine. That's fucking fine.
God.
Police investigation.
I'm so excited.
Police investigation at the cairn, day 2.
Yep.
The Silent Strider just
Hey, the
walks
one
on.
person who isn't preaching the veil by looking like a werewolf. Wait. One of the people who's not breaching the veil by looking like a werewolf or shooting a gun is breaching the veil by murdering someone in public. That's better.
This is technically breaching the veil. It's just committing a crime.
It depends on what they bleed.
That's fair.
Yep.
Thus far, have they? I mean, I've shanked him before.
Yeah, no,
Does he
they've been
blood?
bleeding. They've been bleeding blood.
Yep.
Yep. They've been bleeding blood. It's true.
They haven't been bleeding abstract concepts.
In fact, I'm carrying the guy who I shanked, so I've got a bleeding guy on my shoulder.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're covered in blood too. There's that.
So you're running, right?
Yeah, and like, yeah, this is the question of: do I know how far the cairn is versus how far I can run?
So, how many dots of dexterity do you have?
3.
3? All right. You can get almost 90 feet at a run, like a flat out run. So you can clear, basically, with rage included, you can probably clear at least half a city block. Probably.
So all the way back into the cairn.
So you can get from the corner you turned to the corner that you would need to turn if you want to get visual on the gate, I think. Let me do a quick measurement just to be sure.
I can't spend more than 1 rage in a turn, can I?
You can spend up to your dexterity, I believe it is.
I think it's something like that, yeah.
Yeah, you can spend more than 1 rage in a turn. Shadow spent like 3 in a turn.
Okay. Because if I spend 2 rage, I can maybe make it further. Which is my last 2 rage, but for the moment.
All right.
To be fair, that itself is a veil breach because you're moving.
Actually, I am wrong. It would take you probably about 2 turns to clear this block.
Jesus.
It's about 500 feet.
Oh yeah, no, that's
City
fair.
block, and you're carrying a fucker.
Yep.
Okay. This guy's not going to stop struggling just because I got him over my arm.
Nope.
I don't suppose that there are any like dark alleys to duck into anywhere along the way.
Oh God.
No.
Oh God.
Not even a little.
All right. See, this is.
I mean, you're technically running along kind of the back/side of the parking lots of these churches, so you're not immediately straight out in front of everybody.
Dump him. Just dive under a car and shank him to death.
Tell you what, give me a perception and alertness. Difficulty 6.
The problem is I've got a long run over open space to get to the cairn.
We call it a Las Vegas snuggle. You dive under a car and shake him to death.
Perception alertness difficulty what?
6.
6.
Holy shit.
I got nothing.
Okay. Yep. No, it looks like it's just a wide fucking open street in front of you.
Yeah, I've just got a fucking full block run with a guy struggling on my shoulder. This is not
Fine.
like
It's fine. It's better than murdering him in front of a church.
Let's see. Yeah, sure. I'll spend 1 of my rage and see if I can't get further away from this church.
Okay.
I'm glad I removed me
You
and
made it
Dakota
about
from the
You
equation.
made it about halfway down the block. Alex.
God, shit. Not good. Alex is freaking out, and if we can ask him questions, that might be better. And is looking for, based on like my knowledge of the halfway house and stuff like that, if there's any place near like the closest place where when Ingvar or whoever, I don't know, Ingvar's carrying I know someone's getting dragged this way. Sequester out of sight of, all the people who are probably starting to hear sounds and may come out with, an arsenal and stuff like that. Someplace where we can sequester him off so he can't see too much, and we can deal with this thing at least a little bit. So she's looking for a safe area. Basically.
So the very first sort of place as you come up the entrance, the first kind of accessible doorway from the side you assume they're coming from,
Yep.
is where everybody was watching Jaws the night before.
Okay, I will go over that and fling open the door, make sure it's empty inside. Movie room.
Yeah.
And that's my turn.
That comes over the telepathic link. Okay.
Yep.
Hey, guess whose guns work again?
Yep. God.
Is it me?
I knew I forgot something that I said I was going to do mid-game. Fuck week breaks.
The question is, do they realize their guns are working?
Yes, they do.
Damn it.
It's hard to deceive a active Weaver spirit about the nature of the functionality of technology in their immediate vicinity, especially when they're holding it.
It's fine. It's fine.
Guys.
It's fine.
Oh, they are humans. Yeah, absolutely.
They are humans bonded with Weaver spirits.
They're called drones.
Yeah.
And it's a thing. All right. So
Fomori are still humans.
Yes, they are. All right. So the guy who's being carried by Ingvar just whips that gun around and tries to place the barrel of it against Ingvar's body somewhere.
Is he at a penalty because I am literally carrying him?
No. because you're literally carrying him. All he has to do is try and touch you with the barrel end.
I mean, all I have to do is jostle him to throw his aim off.
But it's not your turn.
That's why he still has to roll and can fail.
Yeah.
It's true.
Did not fail.
But he did not fail. He got 3 successes on the pull. So you need to soak 3 lethal there, Ingvar.
Oh, dear me.
Does just shrugging off a bullet like you're wearing a bulletproof vest when you clearly aren't?
I soaked 3 lethal.
You soak 3 lethal. So yeah, you do manage to get that. That you feel the cold metal tip against your side, and you just chuck an elbow back there a little bit. There's an explosion. You feel a hot, scalding warmth across part of your exposed skin-ish, somewhat fur now.
No, I'm very glad, bro. I remain mostly human.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But you feel like you definitely avoided what could have been an extremely painful injury. 2 of them are chasing down Aiden.
My hair is a little wilder, and I'm much bigger, but still human looking.
The first one's going to shoot at Aiden and miss.
Good.
The second one's going to shoot at Aiden and hit, potentially.
Right.
It's okay. You've got that stick. You can just, block the bullet, right?
That's not how that works. I did not save back any dice to block or dodge.
All right. Are you still in breed form, right?
I am still in breed form. Yep.
Okay. I think you can still soak, though.
I don't. Can you?
You can't soak aggravated, but you can still soak regular.
Yeah, I was going to say, you won't be able to soak aggravated, but you can still soak the
yeah, where werewolves can soak lethal all the time. They can only soak aggravated in non-breed form.
Okay.
I don't know. I was confused about that, but
I was just looking.
Yeah, that's another one where they've changed it from edition to
okay. That yeah. I was like, I'm pretty sure you can't, but yeah.
I was looking at the 5 forms and what they can soak this morning because that was the thing that I was trying to figure out.
Okay, it's 2 damage. 2 damage.
All right, so you take 2 lethal.
Yep.
And one of them, oh yeah, they're definitely chasing you.
Okay, good. They can shoot me all they want as long as they're chasing me.
And the last one's gonna pull a gun on Sal since Sal's doing Sal things. Ouch.
oh,
Jesus Christ.
Oh. Bye, Sal.
It's been fun, gang.
oh God.
Sal, you need to try and soak 6 lethal.
Oh, wow.
How much damage do you already have, Craig?
A lot. like I was saying earlier, I killed a player in a Deadlands game I'm running. This may be my karma coming back.
It's okay. If Sal gets shot dead on that side, the police investigation is about a murder in the street over there and not a woman dragging a guy bodily down the street over there.
That's how I will ask you all to remember me for my sacrifice. All right, I'm soaking 6 lethal.
Soaking 6 lethal.
And it is what, difficulty 6?
Yep.
It's just whatever the
Just
button
click
there is,
on
but it's,
in
yeah.
the combat tab.
Oh
Just
God.
click on soak lethal.
So long, gang.
You can't botch a soak, but
Yes, you can.
oh, you can.
Oh, sorry, no, you can botch
No.
a regen.
Yeah,
roll.
you can
can't
botch a
botch
regen,
soak.
not a soak.
Yep.
But
Good news is you're not dead yet.
Okay.
is he not?
Bad news is
No.
our child of Gaia and our Theurge didn't take healing.
No, I have healing. I'm just in the Umbra right now.
Yeah, he's not there.
No, you don't. The only way he definitely can be killed, but lethal damage doesn't kill Gru straight off.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Does that
yeah,
fill
I am-
you?
I am-
Does that
I
fill
am-
you up?
Yeah, I'm well into incapacitated with a couple bashing despair. So
Okay. So you are unconscious.
Unless you want to spend a rage.
You can try and.
Remaining active, yeah. Make a rage roll.
Real
difficulty.
bad. It's
So
real bad.
hang on. So
Determination.
you have reverted to your breed form and you've collapsed.
fortunately, I was already there.
Right. So basically, any further damage you take will kill you unless you channel your rage into remaining active.
Okay. So I have to wait till my turn to do that, correct? Or
Yes. Mhm.
okay.
Okay. All right. That was the last one of them. Dakota,
Which I mean is coming up, so.
you have a chance to make a perception and alertness as well.
Okay.
It was difficulty 7.
Yes.
Perception. 7, you said?
Difficulty 7, yes.
All right. Zero successes.
Okay. So are you just following Hakao headed towards...
Oh! What the fuck?
Huh?
William's reacting to something else, apparently.
No, I'm looking at that roll. It's 1, 1, 1, 10, 10, 10.
10.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, wow.
Okay.
Yep.
Impressive.
So you're just following Hakao headed towards the walls, Dakota?
Yes.
Anything else you're doing on your turn while you're traversing the Umbra here?
Not currently.
Okay. All right.
We both
Which
get it.
brings us back to Sal. Okay.
Ah, God.
All right. I think I'm going to spend my last point of rage.
Well,
Okay.
I believe it's a rage roll for
The rage roll.
remaining active.
It's page 256.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I don't spend it. I just roll it.
Just so
You roll, so everybody can stop for a minute while I read the rules so that
Mhm.
Craig knows what to do. You roll your permanent rage rating, difficulty 8.
Okay.
My ruling is okay, or
Nice.
I was going to say my ruling was going to be you can spend willpower on this if you want.
Okay.
Each success heals 1 health level of damage,
Okay.
any type.
Okay.
Immediately enter a berserk frenzy.
Oh,
yeah, see that's why I wanted it's fine, but
that seems very Sal. Yeah, I think it's a decision for me as the player, but I think in character that's not even really a call. I think that's just Sal's survival instincts kicking in.
Makes sense.
Okay. So, are you now, since it's a berserk frenzy, you're immediately shifting to either Krynos or Hispo. You get to decide which.
I think probably Krynos.
Okay.
At least that triggers delirium.
Yeah,
it does.
delirium's better than a direwolf running through the street.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. How does your current rage rating compare to your gnosis rating right now? In terms
total,
of permanent
total or available points.
Total maximums.
I have total. They're equal.
They're equal. Okay.
Yeah.
So you will not accidentally tear into anybody who is an ally of any of your pack mates.
Yeah.
Anything else is fair game. I am going to assume that you're probably going to attack the thing that's closest to you, which is the dude that just fucking shot you.
Probably so.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack of whatever type, bite, claw, or whatever else you have while you're in Krynos form.
Yeah, I think over the psychic link, there's just motherfucker.
And the pitch of it kind of lowers and growls, and you guys can all hear that wolf coming out, and you know what's about to happen.
Okay.
Mother.
That is what he's saying.
Sal is too far gone to say, "Hey, that's what I just said." But yeah, I think it's probably actually. How close is he to me?
He's still within moving distance of you.
All right, I think probably
back a little bit off to one side, but yeah, it's going to be one leap, and you're going to be on him.
Probably a claw attack then. If it's,
okay.
If it's a leap, and I'm gonna make sure I'm in Krynos. Cool, great and good. 4 success.
Well, that's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage +3.
Three aggravated success.
Wham! So yeah, that claw just bites right into this guy's guts, basically, and rips out a solid chunk. Okay.
Can I make a willpower roll to see if I howl or not?
You can, if you'd like.
Difficulty 6, 8. What are we going?
If you're wanting to hold back, I would say difficulty 7.
Okay. Nope. Sal howls.
So yeah, you guys, everybody who's on the material side of the gauntlet right now just hears this bone-chilling howl rise in what is still just kind of late afternoon. Like, it'd be very thematic if it was, dark of night, moon poking up over some of the yeah, no, this is like,
well, no one's paying attention to me now.
Broad fucking daylight.
Yeah. Ozzy Osbourne's lesser known hit, Howl at the Sun.
All right.
Well, Ingvar's job just got a lot easier.
Going Vargo.
All right, Cacao. We're back to you.
And the spirits attack.
Well, so as you're moving, suddenly you realize that your progress is being inhibited. And as you look to what it's almost like what feels like sort of a thorn or something catches at your sleeve. And as you look, you can see there's this weird fractal pattern in the air. And your arm seems to be stuck in it a little bit.
Can I recognize what this is?
Give me intelligence and occult for you, difficulty 5.
Which means I'm still going to fail the roll.
I think I know what this is.
Oh, 6 successes.
So that, as well as the roughly cat-sized spider spirit that sort of skitters out and raises its forelegs towards you slightly menacingly. Yeah, this is the pattern web. This is what the Weaver brood uses to sort of calcify the areas that they want to keep in stasis.
Does it look like...
Glancing around now that you're closer, you can see bits of this being created in patches. There's not a pattern to the clusters that you can really break down right now, but knowing Weaver spirits, there's some sort of underlying pattern here.
Does this seem like they're trying to encase the cairn?
That would, with 6 successes, that is your very first conclusion. They're starting.
And does that seem like that? Does that seem to suddenly make sense with what the people in the real were doing with those two cars?
It's very much we're being assaulted by the Weaver on both sides of the gun. Yeah.
So first thing that happens is telepathically the Weaver is trying to seal in the cairn. And implying, as best as I can emotionally, trying to connect that phrase both with the Umbral and with the cars that we stopped, so that everyone in the pack gets that first burst. And then there's a spider coming at me. Is it? I'm assuming it's a Weaver spirit since it's a spider.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. With 6 successes, you can recognize a pattern spider when you see one. Yeah.
Okay. And there's a pattern spider coming at me.
Yep, it's the most basic of Weaver spirits.
I am much more glad now that I brought Dakota with me.
Mm-hmm.
And I just sort of looking at Dakota, the thought spike of kill, like through the telepathic bond. And I'm gonna try to hit it if I can.
Okay.
Because I don't have anything else I don't have any offensive. I gave my only offensive talons to the guy who just wolfed out. So
yes, you did. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna spend a rage to go Krynos.
Okay.
Although I guess I have to spend the rage to transform for the action to transform, and then have my normal action to attack. Would that be how that works?
Yes.
Okay. So I spend the rage and I take an action to transform, which means I'm gonna have to roll for it. Or did I?
Or you
just
spend a second rage.
I only have one rage left.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Unless getting caught in a Weaver web angers me for some reason.
Not at this point yet.
That's stamina primal urge.
Yes.
Yes.
Diff 7 because I'm in Glabra right now.
Yes, but you only need 1 success. If you want to spend a willpower for that, you may.
I never got word back on whether or not I regained any willpower last time, so I'm not going to spend 1 right now.
Okay.
It's 4. I had 2 successes. I'm good.
All right, so you are Krynos.
Krynos and swing.
Yeah.
Well, you definitely hit. So strength plus 1 aggravated damage.
6 aggravated damage.
Hot fucking damn.
Nice.
All right. So you just rip into this thing and you tear a whole foreleg off. Just whoosh, right out of nowhere. You seem to have made an impression. It's Anastasia's turn.
Anya's not necessarily taking invasive rage thoughts well. You do not get along with the regular invasive thoughts, and definitely not with. Okay. She's probably just. No, someone said something. She is headed towards that movie room.
Okay.
And doing everything. I realize this is not actually an action I can take, but trying to force the telepathic bond out, or at least to where I can ignore it.
All right. So trying to just compartmentalize as much as possible.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So hauling ass across the halfway house grounds toward where Alex is. Aiden.
So quick question, since that was brought up. Is our whole Keystone Cops routine that we're doing right now enough to piss Aiden off to the point that he gets a rage back?
I'll say yes at this point. You just saw you guys were trying to handle this, and then Sal also just kind of went
Yep.
plain sight. I feel like that's enough to piss you off that you get, I'm gonna say 2 rage, honestly.
Good. I'm full up. So I'm spending one of those at this point
Okay.
because the wolf's out of the fucking bag at this point. And we need to grab our Ragabash and get our Ragabash back before our Ragabash kills bystanders.
You know, the normal rage
I
monster, the Ragabash.
Right.
I mean, I feel like Ragabash are the worst rage monsters.
Well, evidence definitely supports that
Because
so
they're
far.
the rogues in the fact that rogues go off on their own or don't listen to what you tell them.
So I spend a point. This is why it's next rank. I can fix this. In 7,000 years when we hit next rank.
I was gonna say.
I think we all just went back down to rank 0. Okay.
Yeah, we just became cubs. Yeah. But so I'm going Krynos.
Okay.
More delirium.
There we go. I mean, at this point.
No, it's fair. No, at this point, it's the best option.
Yeah. And this is gonna hurt real bad. I'm spending a second rage point.
Okay.
Am I a full actions run away from Sal at this point?
Oh no.
Okay,
You're about you guys. I mean, you've been retreating, but not
right.
Yeah.
So, this go hurt so bad. I'm going over, I'm grabbing our Ragabash, picking him up in a fireman's carry, and running towards the sack with a raging berserk frenzy Garou over my shoulder.
Gaia.
Okay.
He's at least not going to attack you.
It's true.
He will, however, be clawing and screaming to get at the people that you're leaving behind.
And at anything else nearby.
And I just became the target for all 3 of their bullets.
Give me a strength and brawl difficulty.
Okay.
6.
There's just going to be a furrow of claw marks down the street as you're dragging Sal. Doesn't look like somebody's dragging a plow down a Las Vegas street at the moment.
It sounds like motherfucker. What the fuck?
Brawl. Strength. Brawl. Difficulty 6. Come on, dice, don't fuck me. Really?
Oh no!
Do you not have any brawl?
Yes, I do.
Wait, no, I have any brawl to that.
Oh no, I don't.
Great.
No, because all of my shit is in
melee.
Melee and guns.
Yep. So you grab him, but you don't get any progress.
Okay.
He is a little bit like trying to grab an extremely muscly buzzsaw at this point, too.
Do I fully have him over my shoulder at this point?
Yeah, I mean, you've got him.
Okay.
You just can't move him.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. We will move next turn.
All right. Ingvar.
We move together.
Let's spend my last rage to clear as much ground as I can.
Yep.
Okay. That gets you. Actually, give me that wits and perception and alertness again.
All right. 2 successes.
So as you're running, you do see some dumpsters with like the lids flipped back.
I just heard someone go frenzy.
Okay.
The people back there are probably dead, and if they want one of them alive, it's going to be this guy.
Hey, Ingvar resists the allure of the Las Vegas snuggle.
Oh.
All right, then. So with spending your last rage, you can get to the corner and just around it. The gate is probably 1 full run ahead.
Okay.
Give me just a reflexive strength and brawl as well to make sure that he's not able to get away. Difficulty
Alright.
6.
Where is Bash? There is Bash. I'll spend a willpower on this just to make sure.
Okay.
6 successes.
Okay. You're pretty sure that you've got this guy just real tight cinched.
Actually, does my strength reserves specialty apply to that?
Not in that case. No, this
Okay,
is an active sort of thing.
Yeah, because I'm not trying to pull deep. I'm just carrying the guy. Yeah.
Right. Yep. You're just trying to lock him down. Alex, you've got the door open and you're looking at the aftermath of a movie night that hasn't gotten cleaned up yet.
Yep.
Smells of stale popcorn.
God.
Somebody left the television on, but it's not to any channel. It's just sort of buzzing a little bit.
Yeah. And she's hearing a lot of stuff over the telepathic link.
Oh, I do want to say the one thing that I say over the link as I'm running around the corner is, "I'm coming in. Get the door open."
It is.
That's very defeated. It is.
Listen, Alex knows what's coming. This is not good. Goodness, she wants to run. This is not where she wants to be right now. And we know there are Weaver spirits on the other side. Let's see. Yeah, she'll stay there and try to resist shifting, probably. Because
All right.
this is terrible.
At this point, everybody who's on the material side can give me a wits and perception, or sorry, keep saying wits and perception. Perception and alertness. Difficulty 6.
Can I, or am I?
I'm a success.
You can as well.
Okay.
Yeah. You're in full murder mode, but you still have sensory perception.
3.
All right. Did anybody fail?
Nope.
Looks like everybody. Okay. So Alex, you step outside just briefly to see if you can catch it, and that's when you hear it first, and then everybody else as well. Helicopters approaching.
Helicopters. She'll say something over the link. Helicopters. Can I see at all how many or where they're coming from?
You can't pick up a direction at this point yet.
I just know they're there.
Yep.
Okay.
They're still a little distant, but it's getting louder.
Get under something.
Okay.
Currently
That's my
just a
turn.
non-stop stream of expletives going over the pack link right now. Just
Yep.
Well, the good news
Trying to yank the telepathic bond out of my head.
You can't do that.
No, I can't.
See, Ingvar's keeping her rage out of the telepathic bond right now.
All right. Ingvar, you're getting another attempted gunning.
Okay.
We could all use a good gunning once in a while.
So you will try to you need to try and soak another 3.
Lex the bullet away.
I soaked 2 of it. I take
All
1.
right. So yeah, this time it comes in again, and you try and swing wide to throw off the aim. Not as well, and you feel just this searing pain burn down through your body as something hits you. You're cognizant enough to know exactly what hit you.
I mean, yes, it's a bullet.
Right. It's a...
Something hit me. Ah, I see. They have spiders.
The other 3 are going to, let's see. Yeah, they're just going to shoot. We'll say 2 of them are aiming for Aiden because he's the one trying to wrestle somebody around, and the other one's going to try and hit Sal. They are at more penalties, however. Oops.
I support penalties.
All right. So, Aiden, your first one, you need to try and soak 6 lethal.
Oh, good. It's
You're in
fine.
Krynos.
Yeah. All right. Combat.
Hey, a minute. Hang on a second. Nope. Let me re-roll that. For some reason, they aren't taking their wound penalties on these rolls. Oh, no, wait.
For the gun, it
No, they
wouldn't.
did.
Oh, wait.
affect
Yeah,
the
it did.
damage.
Yeah, it did. There it
Yep.
is.
No,
Okay.
that was just a
Yep.
real good
That
roll.
was just a real good roll with the. Okay.
Yep. Well, technically, that should be 1.
Oh yeah,
Because botches don't count.
All right. So you take 5 lethal.
1, 2, 3, 4.
oh, never
God.
mind. There's a 1 in my lethal soak. I actually soaked all 3 of that. Okay.
Okay. The other one.
Thank you for
Also
pointing that out to me,
lethal.
Jeremy. Or I might have missed that.
Pointing out what out?
Thank you for pointing that out, Jeremy, because I might have missed it. I actually soaked all 3 of that damage because there was a 1 in my lethal soak roll.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So then there's another 2 lethal incoming for you, Jeremy.
Okay. I'm already down.
Oh, you're already incapacitated?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
I
Oh.
mean, that does mean things.
Let me see what we've got then. Yeah, I'm still going to give you the chance to channel the rage, though.
No, absolutely not. He chooses not to.
Okay.
Fuck.
Well, Aiden's dead.
He absolutely chooses not to because
God.
not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
These things
I
have been
guess I can-
operating in a very robotic way. We don't know what they'll do.
Yeah.
See if I'm down when I go to fill up the lethal.
So your last incapacitated was filled with lethal damage from that last attack?
Yep.
Okay. Then the other one actually would not have tried to shoot you again.
Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's good. That means I'm not dead.
Yep. You are just unconscious. So we'll just use this next one for the one that's shooting at Sal. 1. So Sal, you need to try and soak 2 lethal.
Okay. And I wanted to ask that the last turn where I raged back to my feet, I assume even though I was in Krynos, I don't also get a recovery roll that turn, correct?
So you channeled your rage, so your recovery roll was the 4 that you healed.
Okay. I just wanted to double check on that.
That's how I read the rules.
That makes perfect sense to me. I just wanted clarification.
Yep.
It's 2 lethal, did you say?
2 lethal that you're soaking. Yep.
Okay.
You're good.
Totally fine.
Both soaked.
All right. Soak them both. Good job. You are also, of course, no longer restrained.
Yeah.
But you are in a berserk frenzy, so everything is attack.
Also, I just saw my alpha go down, so probably not better.
Not great, but you do get an extra 2 points of rage from it.
Okay.
Okay. And Dakota. Your turn.
She is gonna try to help kill the spider thing.
Okay. Is she keeping with her current form?
I think she's gonna shift into Lupus.
Into Lupus? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's your breed form, so you can just do that automatically.
Okay.
Make sure to change it on your forms page because it's going to give you a dexterity increase, which will make it easier to hit stuff.
Okay.
All right. And then at this point, dexterity brawl is your only really attack option because all you have are like teeth and claws.
Yeah. Yeah. She's gonna try to rip it apart with her teeth.
Okay. Make a bite attack.
I'm sorry. How do I roll for combat?
I
see it. Never mind.
Okay,
Sorry.
got it there? No, you're good.
Didn't see it at first. What's the difficulty?
For bite, I believe it's at I want to say a 5. Let me check just to be sure.
I think it automatically does it, doesn't it?
It should if you've got the automatic bite button there.
On the combat tab.
Yeah, on brawling and clawing, if you click on the slash mark next to it, it's kind of hidden.
There you go. All right,
Thanks.
4 successes. Go ahead and roll your damage. And when it asks for extra successes, just put in 3.
How do I roll for damage?
Click the button.
So across the row, the bite button that you hit, go all the way to the other side of the character sheet. It'll say aggravated.
Okay. And what's difficulty?
It's automatic difficulty in there
Okay.
already.
Nice.
Nice. All right. So you just chomp down onto it and rip another leg off, and the thing skitters backwards, looking like it's trying to get away now. Which brings us to Sal.
Who's not great.
Right. You can go ahead and make your stamina roll, difficulty 8, to see if you can regen anymore.
Okay. I swear I had a thing for this, but nope. And there are two of the drones remaining.
3 of them right where you are.
Okay. Which is the one that just took down Aiden?
Just one of the 3 in front of you.
Okay.
Actually, it's the one that you punched.
Okay, fair. I am going to. Can I spend 2 points of rage to make 3 attacks total this round?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going.
What's your total rage rating?
My total rage rating is 4.
Yeah, you can spend up to 2 rage a round then.
Okay. All right. Then I'm going to spend both of those points, and I am going to. I think just dash at them, and I'm going to claw at one, claw at the other, and bite the third.
Okay.
So with the first one he rushes being the one that attacked Aiden.
Okay.
So 3 successes.
All right. Roll damage plus 2.
7.
Nice.
So the first claw comes across, and the drone is missing a head, and just splatter of blood, and that hits your nostrils, and just sends everything into overdrive.
Okay.
Go ahead and make your next one.
Claw attack number 2.
All right, damage +1.
All right. I leveled up. 5 successes.
Apparently you did.
Yep, you did. Yep. Okay, 5. 1, 6, 7. All right. Second claw, same thing. He's just missing almost half of his face, and there's just teeth and blood and sinew, and you can just feel something stringy kind of hanging from your claws. And you just turn on the last one.
And I'm going to take a bite out of crime. And
Okay.
2 successes.
I'm just waiting
Okay.
for like a screen to pop up with just a bunch of grats.
Damage +1.
3.
All right, so you just clamp down on this guy. I'm going to give you an extra rage for having killed 2 people and having the other one by the throat. You can feel the fist just pound into your chest, but it's barely even registering to you.
I think Sal is just worrying him like a like a dog that's latched on to something.
Yep. Hekau, there's a spider running away from you, and your arm is stuck in a spirit web.
Can I pull my arm free?
Give me a strength and athletics difficulty 7.
Good thing I'm in Krynos form.
Yes.
In Krynos form, I have 5 dots of strength. I still have no dots of athletics, but I have 5 dots of strength.
Yep. 5 dice is better than none.
What difficulty was it?
7. You are
0
stuck,
successes.
sir. You're not trapped, but it's going to take a little bit of extra work to get out. So that was your movement. You still have an action left. You can spend it trying to damage the web to free yourself if you want, or you can do something else.
Looking around, are there any other Weaver spirits around, or does it look like just the one?
Give me a perception and alertness difficulty 6, now that you know what to look for.
Oh, difficulty 8. Nope, don't see shit.
Yep, no, not that you can see.
Just gonna claw this web then. and over the mental link, just or not even over the mental link, out loud, just at Dakota. Don't let it get away. I'm in Krynos form now. Voice is deeper.
Anastasia.
And I'm gonna claw at the thing.
Okay.
Oh, you are gonna claw at the web? Okay.
Yeah. I missed it. I missed the web.
All right, so yeah, your nails, your claw just sticks into it, but you can't get it through the strands quite yet. All right, Anastasia.
So, I have the common sense merit, which is the in-universe tutorial. Based on that, I'm going to ask the GM some questions because I've been trying to scroll through the rule book and it's just a lot of text.
Okay.
So even if hypothetically I could get to Aiden and Sal, my understanding is there's nothing that I could physically do.
In terms
about either of those states.
There's nothing that you can actively do by means of a gift that you possess or anything, I don't think. Obviously, if you've got any sort of like medicinal training and that sort of thing, that could definitely help Aiden.
That is a knowledge that I do not have.
Okay. If you can also, I mean, there's an ability to be able to talk somebody down out of frenzy if you can get through to them. It's not easy, but it's definitely a Galliard sort of thing to do.
Yeah, okay. But that would require going out into visible public and making the situation worse.
Potentially.
And definitely wouldn't make it better. Okay.
Could I ask just a question? Is that something that you could do over the mental link?
it would increase your difficulty, but you could also try and address him over the mental link and see if that could work as well.
Okay. I did not understand that was a possibility. This is why I took the tutorial merit.
No problem.
No,
Because I get to scroll through the tooltips, and they're at least as helpful as Red Dead Redemption 2. Sorry, I love the game. The tooltips are horrible. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do then is I'm making a roll for my benefit as the player.
Okay.
Just see how Anya's handling things.
I'm about to spike a motherfucker.
Because someone has a specifically relevant flaw to this situation. Yeah, actually, never mind. I'm gonna try and you said there's a specific role to try and do that.
Yes. So what you'll be making is what is your you said you have 4 rage there, Craig? You're muted.
Not left, but total, yes.
Total is 4 rage. Okay.
Yeah.
And what's your primal urge?
2.
2? Okay. Let me see how we're gonna do this then. So your role for Anastasia will be charisma and expression.
If she has any dots of pure breed, can she add that?
That's a good question.
Not over the mental link.
But if it was in person, she theoretically
If it was
could.
in person, yes, theoretically.
Okay.
But
See, that's another thing that would have been nice to know before I made decisions. That's fine. I can't get there in a reasonable amount of time anyway.
right.
Okay. Charisma and expression. Can I spend a willpower on this?
You can spend a willpower for an auto success.
I'm spending a willpower for an auto success.
Okay.
And then sorry, I need to check if any of this corporate double talk is definitely not what I'm doing.
Definitely not for this one now.
Okay, what was the difficulty on that again?
What the fuck do you mean I'm being downsized?
We're gonna make the difficulty 6.
All right. I've spent for an auto success, so I can't botch, which is
Right.
good.
5
4
successes.
5 total.
5 successes. All right. So
Yeah.
what is Anya trying to tell Sal over the mental link? How is she trying to reach him?
I spent the last round trying to pull this out of my brain. So just like grabbing onto the part of it that was not leaving. This is not the time for this. You're better than this, even when you are incompetent.
Awesome. Sal can make a willpower roll at difficulty 4 if you want to try and snap him out of the frenzy, Craig.
Yes, I would like that very much.
Okay.
Let's see.
All of a sudden, a very angry Russian has verbally just kind of given you a smack on the back of the head.
This is my favorite thing to have on at the spa when I'm trying to calm down.
Leader is dead.
Just angry people yelling at me. Oh, you know what? No, I can't. I screwed up that. So the pool. There's no pool mod. It's difficulty 4.
Yes, difficulty 4.
Okay.
Is he allowed to spend willpower?
3.
I guess it doesn't matter.
All right.
So I think that can snap me out, right?
Yes, you manage to wrench your predatory nature back into control. You're still in Krynos with your jaws around a dude's shoulder.
Finish the job, but then get back.
but you're in control of yourself.
I'm not moving on down the buffet.
Exactly.
Bite down, grab your alpha, and go.
Well, yeah, we're hoping. We're
That's
hoping.
that's the plan.
Okay.
And if I have movement, I'm still moving towards the movie room.
Yeah. You definitely do. You are definitely at the movie room by now.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay. So, brings us to Aiden's turn. Who is?
I'm for my action. I'm going to seep.
You're going to. Okay. You're going to dribble.
I'm not doing the thing to remain active. So I'm
Right. Yeah. You're not channeling your rage. So okay.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. And you are in Hamid form. Excellent. Ingvar.
Can I clear the rest of the distance and get inside?
You can clear the rest of the distance and get inside. Yes.
If I can do that and still have an action left, I would like to spike this motherfucker into the ground. Just fucking.
You would have to spend a rage in order to.
I don't have any more rage, so that'll have to wait till next round.
Can,
Right.
can
So,
you
Alex,
can you run a little slower and just drag his face across a building?
Okay.
So, yep. So Alex and Anya, you see Ingvar coming in hot with a potato sack guy waving a gun
Shit. I'm
and
gonna
just
Throws
manages to
this
get
little
inside the
bit
door.
Isn't shifting to breed form a reflexive action?
Yep.
Yes.
I'm a Krynos now.
Okay.
Yep.
That is a wise decision.
Sorry, Jeremy, but I am in private, so better.
Private. It is absolutely 100% acceptable.
There were literally Metis kids in here yesterday.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Better.
Yep. Yeah, no. You
No, I
can,
mean-
you can be whatever form you want inside the halfway house.
Okay.
Although they do ask that you kind of be cautious as you're crossing open areas in front of the gate, for instance.
Yep.
Also, no claws on the sofa.
I'm inside a building. Best I can do.
Yeah,
Also,
and-
if you go Krynos, at least try and duck a little bit, so you're not like just smashing through every single door frame.
You'd
These
think
are-
they'd have.
This is what second floor
these
looks
are
like.
slightly over-engineered apartment buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd
Courage
think
to
they
love
would
it.
have built the doors higher. Is all I'm saying.
They don't want to raise any eyebrows.
Yeah.
Vaulted doorways are a thing.
So Alex,
Yeah.
there's a guy on somebody's back who's waving a gun that looks like he intends to employ it at the very next moment possible. What you
Yeah.
doing?
I'm shifting.
Please take this gun from this man's hand.
And yeah, I'm gonna
Pop him in the face.
probably try and tear his hand off with the gun. This is terrifying, and this is the first time I've seen an enemy that I can actually do something about. So yes.
Okay.
Go
Are
for
you trying to like bite his hand off or?
Yeah, just sort of crush the wrist so he can't use it.
Sal would
Okay.
be so proud of Alex if he was there.
Alex spits out the pithy one-liner of "I need some iron in my diet."
He's
All right.
not that.
So you're going to be making a bite attack.
Okay.
Since you're targeting specifically the hand, he is restrained and everything, so the attack
Yeah.
difficulty is only going to go up by 1.
Okay, so 7.
No, bite attacks are at 5, so it'll be up to 6.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right.
You can spend willpower if you want, or you could not need to bother with
Yeah.
that. Go ahead and roll strength +4,
Okay.
and let's see if you kill this guy by trying to bite his hand off.
4 successes.
You just barely do not.
Yes.
Got it.
It is, however, going to be a bitch of a carpet cleaning bill.
Hmm.
Is his hand broken?
Over the carpet cleaning
The
bill.
hand
Get
doesn't so
grounded.
much look like a hand It's like, imagine if somebody's arm just turned into ground beef as the wrist at the wrist.
Good.
Kind of.
Good.
It's a little like that, except they didn't bother to debone the beef before they ground it. Kind of.
What we're saying is he's not using that gun.
He's not using that gun. The gun falls to the floor. Actually,
The gun is broken.
Does it accidentally go off?
that's what we're gonna find out.
God damn it.
It is not a 1. The gun does not accidentally go off, but there's a gun on the floor.
Keep him alive.
I'm here. I just
And I'm gonna.
that I can solve.
Alex, it's got kind of a coppery bouquet to it.
Mhm. Yep.
Yep.
That's the first time. It's exciting.
Yes, indeed.
That's my turn.
Okay. At which point,
I'm going to take this break in the proceedings while Jack makes a decision to announce that the Dice Curse emote on our channel has been approved. So if you're a subscriber to Final Show Films, anytime we suddenly start screaming because we've botched a roll, feel free to spam "Sins to Curse," which is the text phrase, or just look up the emote on your little emote menu to spam our Dice Curse emote.
We will henceforth call it the Jeremy emote.
call it the J. Thomas special.
Yep.
Okay. So this is fun. All right. And there it is. So Sal, there's a body in your teeth, and then it vanishes.
Do I bite my tongue?
A little bit.
Okay.
Not enough to hurt yourself, but your teeth just kind of clamp down
Dear.
with a clack.
All right.
This fucker just stepped sideways.
Oh, great. Now we've got to deal with him too.
All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna through the mental link, I'm gonna send anybody's over the other side of the veil. Y'all got company. One of these spidery bastards just came your way, and then he's gonna lean down, grab Aiden, and what is the closest? As the crow flies, what's the shortest path between me and the cairn?
You would have to run right through the civilian side of the halfway house apartments.
Could I run over it?
Right, city running.
With city running?
Yeah.
Not carrying somebody. You'd need your hands free for that.
Okay. And it's not tall enough for me to jump on it with my wingtips.
No. There is, however, apparently a vehicle, but there's a pair of vehicles, only one of which has a shredded tire.
Yeah, that's actually what I was going to do before I got killed. Yeah, I think I will pick up Aiden, run over to actually which one do I have active on my phone? Is it still the one with the slash tire or the other one?
It's still the one with the slash tire.
Okay, all right, never mind. Then I'm just gonna grab Aiden, run to the car, toss Aiden in, and then as soon as I'm not carrying Aiden anymore, shift back into Hamid and jump into the driver's side. And
I like to think that there's like a solid 15 seconds of like huge Krynos claw hand desperately trying to get the door handle open.
I think you're almost certainly right, but I think the instant that becomes a problem, that's when he shifts back into breathe form, pops the door, as gently as I can do so while doing it quickly. I will put Aiden into the seat.
Okay.
Is it what kind of are there bucket seats? Is it a bench seat in the back? What's
seat in the back?
Okay, so I'll lay Aiden down across that bench seat in the back.
Okay. Aiden's bleeding into some leather.
Yeah, not my car. And then just get in the front seat and punch it, and head for whatever the best parking area is for our side of the apartment complex.
Okay. All right. So you're burning rubber back towards the gate, basically.
Yeah. Do I still have time to say anything over the mental link, or did I pretty much burn all that out?
You can probably drop one more sentence.
Aiden's hurt real bad. I'm bringing it back.
Okay.
I think everybody else figured that out by the fact that there's no long stream of profanity.
I feel like it was very possible you were cut off mid profanity.
Possibly, yeah.
Also, keep in mind, Sal was mid rage when that happened, so he's not really registering what everybody else knows.
Yeah.
Goddamn son of a.
All right. So the only people that are still technically in initiative are Valko and Hakao and Dakota.
I still need to spike a motherfucker.
Yeah. But that has ended initiative because he's basically almost dead and has no weapons to him at this point.
I do want to make sure his gun is picked up and away.
Absolutely. You sequester the firearm. So Hakao.
Do I see another Weaver spirit pop into existence?
Nope, not from where you're at.
Okay.
You can make a perception and alertness difficulty 8.
I can't. That's difficulty 10.
You can still make those.
I'm
also,
not.
I mean, wouldn't that be, if it's hearing, does that not be affected by the one-eyed flaw?
Yeah, if it's hearing, but I asked if I could see him pop into
does
existence.
stepping sideways make?
Exactly.
That's fair.
A comic book sound effect, definitely.
Over the telepathic link, and with more like sort of authority, like firmness than has ever come out of Valko's voice before.
So you're speaking in quite an imperative tone.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need 2 people to get to step sideways and come assist me so I can go and help Aiden. As I try to rip free of the web again.
Okay.
Oh wait, did Dakota not go? Did we skip Dakota's turn? Yeah, we skipped Dakota's turn.
Skip me.
Oh, whoops. My
Back
bad.
to Dakota first.
All right. So rolling back a little bit.
Because Dakota has a thing to
prior
hunt down.
to Sal throwing Aiden in the back of a car, gently.
Sorry, Holly.
That's cool.
All right.
I
What's
didn't
Dakota
realize till just now.
Yep.
Is the spider still?
Spider is scampering off.
And you were told by Hekau to not let it get away. So
Yeah. She's going to pounce it.
Okay. So you can make at least one attack if you want. You can also spend rage to make other attacks on the same turn if you'd like as well. Do you really want to rip this thing apart?
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
All right.
I'm pretty sure that's
So,
the sound of entering the.
Would the first one be a grapple or a body tackle for pouncing it?
As far as that goes, let me take a look here.
Just a bite, maybe.
It would be a grapple because you're in lupus, and I don't think you can really actively body tackle. Although let me look to see what exactly the difference is there.
I mean, she might be going for a leaping bite. I don't know.
They're both Dex plus Brawl. One of them has a higher difficulty.
Yeah.
And the other one doesn't use Strength.
Yeah, grapple is to just grab onto somebody, and tackle is if you're actively trying to knock them down. So yeah, I would say this one's a grapple since you're just trying to latch on.
Okay.
Yep.
1 success.
All right, you got a hold of it.
All right. And I am going to spend a rage and bite it.
Okay. I'm gonna say you can drop your difficulty on the bite by 1 since you've already grappled them more or less with your mouth.
Okay.
So it'll make a difficulty 4. Nice.
5 successes.
5 successes. All right. Damage plus 4 then. So hit that aggravated button and put a +4 modifier in there.
All right.
Boom. All right. You literally just bite this thing in half.
Yay.
And spurts.
So then the thing I said previously is said now, but with the same imperious tone to it. And I am attempting to rip this web apart.
Okay. Go ahead and do strength and athletics difficulty 6, since you spent some time focusing on this thing.
Can I just claw at it?
You can make a claw attack too, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to spend a willpower for an auto success.
Okay.
Which
So
makes
that's
3
successes.
3
successes. So damage plus 2.
7 aggravated damage to the web.
You just shred that thing right off your arm. And there's a couple little trailing strands that eventually just sort of faintly evaporate.
All right.
With a little bit of a dusty scent to them.
Is the thing that Dakota biting down still up?
No. Mm.
Okay.
She munched that pattern spider.
All right. Then out loud to Dakota. Back regroup at the cairn, and I'm going to start heading that way.
Okay. All right. That takes you guys out of initiative as well. So we will fast forward probably the equivalent of about 5 minutes to where is everybody converging on the same room, or are we going to have a first aid room and a interrogation room?
So I did ask 2 people to come into the
I was
Umbra.
gonna say.
Yeah, I was about to say.
And has that been rescinded?
No, it hasn't, because I have
Okay.
a thing that I need people to be doing while I'm helping
Okay.
Aiden.
right.
In that case,
So who's going to volunteer?
I was
Anya
about-
will. Do either of you have medical training?
No.
I have a little bit for basic first aid.
You
Ingras will stay here. Here, keep that under control and help out Tikal. Oh, we are going. And I'm gonna try and still sideways, which is gonna fail, but I'm gonna try.
Yeah. Same.
Happy hunting, Ingvar says as she basically flips the drone over her shoulder and pile drives his head into the ground to make sure he's unconscious.
Sal, you will head for movie night room.
Is already there.
No,
No,
Sal.
We're rolling it.
Sal,
Sorry.
Yeah,
I misheard with the
we
accent.
are going to a different place.
Yep.
Yeah, I wanted to get clarification because my understanding out of character was that Hakao was asking for Aiden to be brought into the Umbra.
No.
No.
That was
2
opposite.
people. Yeah, just to clarify, I ordered, I guess, 2 people to come into the Umbra to replace himself, so that he could go back to help Aiden.
All right. Then Sal is I guess in the movie room because that's the only location that's been tossed out, holding Aiden. And
All right.
When he's in there, if anybody who is better at medical things than he is has indicated a place where Aiden should be placed, Sal will gently put Aiden down there.
I have a dot of medicine, so I have basic first aid knowledge, essentially.
All right. So those of you that are stepping sideways, roll Gnosis difficulty 6.
Okay.
Can one of them roll for both of them if they want? Because
I don't think
we're pack members.
Urge on that. So yeah, if one person wants to roll for both people,
How many do you have?
3.
I also have 3. Can willpower be spent on stepping sideways?
absolutely.
All right, I'll roll. I'll spend a willpower.
Okay.
because I was already ordering you around. Seems only fair. Difficulty
6.
what? 6. Pool mod of 1 willpower is just an auto success.
Willpower
right?
is just an auto success. Yeah, you roll it as normal. It'll save you from a botch if you botch. 3 successes.
No, that's salary. That's salary.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
That was,
Whoops.
Thing random.
yeah, that was me clicking something when I was trying.
You're out of combat now, so you don't need to roll. And nobody needs to roll for regen. You guys are all healing.
That was a total click by accident.
Okay.
I was
Oh,
trying
okay,
to
no
scroll
worries.
my screen and I hit a button.
Okay.
Yeah, I for some reason didn't do anything, so I'm trying it again. I'm just gonna roll 3d10 and we can figure out what that means.
Okay.
Nice.
That
2.
Looks like 3 successes.
That's 3 successes with the willpower. Yep. So you grab on, I assume, to Alex and just push, and instantly you guys were you inside when you did the step, or did you go outside the building and then step?
I probably didn't want to leave because
I probably would have been inside because the instant that someone indicated medical knowledge, Aiden was en route. I would have been
Okay.
doing this.
All right. Yeah. So you're looking into the slightly reflective surface of a mirror that's hanging on the wall. And then you pop out, literally pulling yourselves bodily out of the side of a huge kind of adobe stone-like object into the grass near the cairn.
immediately looking to see where the commotion is, where Dakota and
How we have entered the Umbra.
Have we been able to get over the wall yet?
Right, you guys have just reached the wall and are preparing to get over top.
All right, let's get over top. Actually, I'll look over. Dakota, stay on this side of the wall for now.
Why?
They're going to be coming out with you. I'm going to need you and the other two to circle the cairn and see if there are any more spiders continuing to build on that web.
Okay.
We need to keep a perimeter patrol until we can get Aiden back up and get a handle on what's going on.
Okay.
I would like to seep some more.
May, absolutely.
And so I'm going to try to get over the wall in Krynos form.
Okay. Strength and athletics, difficulty 6.
While Hekau is getting here, I would like to do what basic first aid that I can with my 1 dot of medicine.
Intelligence and medicine, difficulty 6.
I scramble over the wall.
You manage to scramble over the wall. It helps that you're able to almost reach the top of it just with your one arm, just standing flat-footed.
It also helps that in Krynos form, my debilitating injuries are mostly just decorative.
I have a success.
Okay.
Like to suggest that the sound of going through the Umbra, since somebody referred to comic book references, is clearly Wang.
I always thought it'd be Fwip.
I was thinking Fwapang.
Anyways, once I'm on the other side of the wall and I see Alex and Anastasia.
Yep, they're headed towards you.
Outside the wall, there are weaver spirits weaving a cocoon around the cairn. Meet up. Dakota's still out there. I need the 3 of you to patrol around the cairn, spotting and destroying any spider spirits you find until we can get the situation more thoroughly under control.
Understood. And I will point towards the adobe brick that we came out of, heading towards the wall. That is where you need to go.
Movie room, right.
Did Alex and Anastasia step over before Sal got to the room with Aiden?
Presumably.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Then I think just over the mental link, when he gets there and sees that everybody's gone, he says, also, don't forget that there's another one of those drones running around on your side of the Umbra.
We have heard these things.
I'll just out loud go, and I'm going to step sideways.
Okay.
Is Alex still Hamid?
No, Alex has shifted already when she bit the guy's hand off. I had a question just from my understanding of how stuff might happen and things I can do to make the situation better, because it's not good. Taking prisoners and stuff like that, because Ingvar was very much like wanting to kill that guy. Is that generally better as far as
There is no universal answer to
I have
that.
no idea. Okay. Yep, then I just follow.
So I spent a willpower and rolled to activate my mirror shades. I successfully activate my mirror shades with 1 success.
Okay.
And
alive and is also the Philodox. He gets to choose.
yeah, and I will shift back down to my Hobbin form now that I'm inside the cairn and step sideways. What's the difficulty with my shades?
Shades drop it by 2, right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
Then your difficulty is 4.
All right.
When Sal arrives with Aiden, she'll take Aiden, set him down someplace where he can be properly set down. I start doing first aid and then look over at the unconscious drone. Tie that fucker up tight.
Okay, yeah. Was that at Sal?
Yeah, that was at Sal.
All right. Sal, who's been walking around just kind of running his hand through his hair repeatedly and just trying not to freak out, seems actually kind of glad to have something to do. He's like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that's something I can do. And I'll tie up the drone.
Okay.
Don't let him wake up, because if he can apparently step sideways, we don't need to lose him until we're ready to face him.
You got it. So I'm going to tie him up and then keep an eye on him. And if he starts to wake up, I'm going to hit his head against the floor.
Okay.
Just hand on his head, like holding to his head, just occasionally. Funk. So I step sideways.
Roughly at the time that Ingvar, you managed to sort of start bandaging up this really nasty gunshot wound, you notice that the blood has started to slow just a bit. And Aiden, the rounds have passed and you have regained 1 health level.
Yeah, one more time.
The 8 rounds have passed and you have regained 1 health level.
Oh, cool.
So Ingvar, you see Aiden's eyes kind of blink open a little bit. Hekau, you are back on the material side.
Heading into the movie room.
Okay.
Welcome back to the world of living, Aiden.
How you feeling there, Chief?
I'm here. Somebody want to tell me what I missed?
I will. I will in a moment. I say as I step into the room. And I'm pulling out. I pull a gourd I pull a gourd that, by all rights, is far too large to have fit into my thigh bag out of my thigh bag, and move over to Aiden and begin and sort of crush it and apply it to his wounds.
If you start moving over, he's going to say, "Don't use it now." I'm up. I'm moving.
There are potentially more threats.
I shift into Glabro and start healing.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I will not crush it then.
Don't use our consumables when we don't have to. Be a role playing game. Be a video role playing game hoarder like me.
I don't hoard shit. Anyways,
I suppose technically I should. God damn.
Let's see if you can make it into another form.
Yeah, no, and that's a good point, because you know what? I'll spend a willpower point to. Nope, I won't.
Are you about?
Any left?
I was about to say, are you about to lose the wolf if you spend that willpower?
No, because I still have rage.
Oh, you're full on rage. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's good on rage.
I can it's still rolling 1. Where's my fucking shapeshifting? Here we go. That's 1. That's all I need.
All right. Once you successfully move to Glabro, he'll put the gourd away.
Yep.
I look over at Sal. Tell me you have something to drink.
Sal Sal smiles a little bit weakly, and reaches over to the uncleaned desk from the night before and says, "We got some room temperature Coke here, and I got some Jack squirreled away up under the ceiling tiles. Want me to mix you something?"
Yeah, definitely that without the Coke.
Before you start mixing drinks.
Yes.
One
Let's
Cuba
talk.
Libre, hold the Coke and the lime coming up.
Let's talk.
Before you start mixing drinks. The agents that were roaming around outside were part of a more elaborate attempt at forming... Jack, was I able to, with my 6 successes, could I tell exactly what it was trying to do, or just generally what it was trying to do?
The situation, so the walls of the cairn kind of ensconce the entire bawn of this cairn, the territory that makes up the phenomena itself. The webs were starting to be built about 40 to 50 yards back. So a good ways. And as they were coming up, they were sort of being patched together. The bit that you got caught in had maybe gotten about 4 feet high and about 2 or 3 feet wide.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a rapid acceleration. It's not a rapid construction. It looks more like just basic groundwork kind of thing.
Did it look like they were beginning the process of trying to cocoon the cairn?
That would be your best guess.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In conjunction with with spider spirits in the Umbra, it seems the Weaver was trying to cocoon the cairn. That would be why these cars were traveling so methodically in a pattern.
I suppose that would make sense.
We encountered at least one pattern spider as well as the results of their work. I have Alex, Anastasia, and Dakota patrolling the Umbra to see if there are any more pattern spiders working.
Speaking of...
Yep.
So the 3 of you, with the amount of time that's passed, I'm going to say you guys can get back over the wall pretty easily. And Alex, Dakota, and Anya, you guys are starting to make a pass around the Umbra side of the cairn's border. You can pretty easily see that there are small spots, maybe 5 or 6 total, all roughly about the same distance away from the walls of the cairn, where these little nexuses of webbing are starting to be built. They're not easy to see visually right away, but once you know what to look for and you can kind of see the fractal distortion that they make to whatever the atmosphere in the Umbra is composed of, you can count them. Every once in a while, a little spider, and by little, no more than 2 feet long, will manifest, do something that makes it expand another 6-8 inches or so, and then vanish again.
Question.
Yep.
I have the gift Rite of Cleansing. Would that at least one of these patches?
Rite of Cleansing only works on the worm, I believe. Okay. This is the Weaver.
Oh, okay, got it. Never mind.
Yeah. No, different type of purification.
Okay.
We keep track of it. If it comes closer, we'll try and deal with it. But until we get orders, we are not running after every spider in the Umbra.
So I know this is bad, but those spiders are kind of really cute.
No, they're not. This is bad.
It'd be cuter if they were not an active danger.
Yeah, I mean, they're still cute though.
Do I know of any way to get rid of these Weaver things?
you assume that they have that, like any other spirit, they have their own characteristics, possibly weaknesses or bands, but you're not aware of any of them currently, no.
Okay. And correct me if I'm wrong, but glasswalkers in general are Weaver spirits aren't necessarily a terrible thing at all
not
times.
necessarily. Weaver spirits are frequently bound into fetishes or into software.
Yep.
WERE.
Is there?
It's
basically it's a computer code that's a fetish as well.
Yeah, you said there were five to six of them. Is there one?
5 to 6 patches.
Yes. Is there one? Basically, I want to break the if it's kind of encircling. I want to break it so that we aren't being surrounded by things. Is there one in particular that I could target that would?
You could walk up to any one of them if you wanted.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to try and get rid of them. I have an idea.
What are you gonna do?
Talk to it.
Clear your idea first. Listen. We are fighting a battle on two sides. We have already fucked up quite greatly.
Yes,
This
I
is
know.
not the time for it.
When is the time for it? Because
I think she should try it. It's not gonna make anything worse. I mean, it shouldn't.
Common sense thing on this, given I have that.
Yeah. I mean, you feel like interaction could be risky. You feel like your condition of at least clearing it with somebody higher up the chain would probably be a fairly quick thing to do. You can talk in each other's brains.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that at least would give a slightly wider venue the chance to contribute.
Right. And then Anastasia says, after we confirm what is going on the other side and confirm this with them, so at least they know where to find our corpses. And sorry. Then through spirit speech, we have located 5-6 patches of spider webs. We believe that. Oh wait, I don't have to do the accent. This is psychic.
Right.
I was like, spider and web are not words I can say in Russian.
I did away.
So we believe that they make somewhat of a circle. They are this big, this far out. Alex has proposed we attempt to speak with one of the web spiders. They do continue to grow. How are you doing?
Jack.
Yeah.
From my brief interaction with the one spider that attacked me, does it seem like they're operating on? I'm assuming they're operating under orders. Like they're being because this is a fairly complex thing to just spontaneously do.
You don't know how Weaver's brood passes information or what the structure there is or anything like that. The spider never actually attacked you. It sort of did a slight aggressive posturing when you got stuck in its web.
Fair.
Oh,
sorry.
It's okay. I'm alive. It's fine. I mean, nothing. Anyways, it's worth a shot. Be ready in case it goes hostile. But there's 3 of you there.
I'll add on. The Weaver agents on this side of the Umbral had the ability to influence the mind, so be wary of that if you decide to talk.
Yes.
In the room that we're in, Ingvar will nod her head over to the agent who's tied up. Apparently they can also step sideways, so if we want to interrogate this thing, we need to be careful with it.
So
I have a thing I can do to fix that.
Does Hekau say that out loud?
Yes.
Okay. Sal looks up and says, I was going to offer to step sideways and just wait for them there if they tried to get away, but if you got something that can stop it.
Stopping would be better. For all we know, it could step through and appear 8 miles from here by the time it hits that side. It's a Weaver thing. Who knows? I think first things first, we need to talk to Juniper.
So Alex over on the Umbra side is going to take a deep breath in. Mechanics question, Breath of the Wild, does that only work on others, or can I do that on myself?
It only works in speech.
Let me take a look and see.
It just says much touch her target's skin. So.
All right.
Damn it, Craig. It took me a second to understand what you had just said. And then
the same thing, the same joke I was going to make.
Don't at me. I know it was also on Wii U.
You are not outdoors in a natural setting.
Okay. That's fine then. So I just take a deep breath in.
Are you looking at Call of the Wild rather than Breath of the Wild, Jack?
I'm looking at the rank 1 Black Fury gift, Breath of the Wild.
Yeah,
okay, I was about to say.
That is it. Okay. So just deep breath in. And I'm going to try and talk to one of these weird clingy things that's around me. If we have started, because we've been on the Umbra for a little bit now, having like assessed the situation and stuff, I'm assuming I've got my little lightning balls that I've started.
Oh, hang on. They eliminated that from the requirement. Yeah, you can do that to yourself.
Okay, I do that then.
I was about to say, I was like, where does it say it needs to be?
That's
Yeah, no, it's an old thing that says the gift must be used outdoors in a natural setting.
Okay, I have to make a roll.
You'll roll Gnosis difficulty 5 since you're Guru.
Okay. And it adds a difficulty to my rage. But
you get an extra die on mental rolls.
Yes. Okay. Let me do that first. Where's Gnosis? There it is. Difficulty
5.
There's not a. Okay, it's not mod. Difficulty 5. There it is. Hey, 2 successes.
Okay.
I do it.
So,
okay.
Your mental rolls have an extra die to them for the remainder of the scene.
Yes, I also.
Which would be you trying to interact with the pattern spider.
Yes, I also attempt to shift into Hamid because that makes me better at talking.
Okay.
Which is
Stamina and Primal Urge.
Thank you.
You're in Krynos right now.
Yes.
Hamid.
So difficulty 6.
Yep.
Can't Alex do that automatically?
No.
Alex is
a Metis.
I'm
Alex
Metis.
is the other Metis, right?
Okay. And you said what difficulty is it?
6. Since
6.
you're shifting out of Krynos. You need 2 successes to get there.
Yep.
Hey, you get there.
Do it.
Good job.
Okay. So Alex takes a brief breath and a couple of things happen. Okay. Hi. I don't know if you can understand me. I don't speak spirit, but we need help talking to those. And I indicate over at the spider things that are weaving.
Who are you talking to initially?
To whatever lightning or elemental spirit is near me.
Okay. What's your spirit heritage?
It is.
How many dots do you have in it?
I have 4.
Okay. Give me a charisma and charisma and primal urge roll, difficulty 6. To
Okay.
see if you've actively attracted any elemental spirits during the
Cool.
time that you've been here so far.
All right. 1 success.
There's a. Do you have the experience to spend to purchase the spirit speech gift for yourself?
Where is that just a level 1 gift?
Yes, it's a level 1 gift.
Mhm.
I think I do, because I haven't spent it in a while. Because where is
It'll either be
experience?
3
I
or
think I have
5
9.
experience.
Yeah, I have at least
depending.
9, so yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Spirit speech. I don't think that's a breed. I don't think I have that from
It's
anything,
a-
so I think it would be just 5.
Yeah, it's a theurge gift.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Okay.
It is a Theurge or Uktena gift, yes.
Yep. Nope.
You are neither of those.
I spend 5. Spirit
You
speech.
Okay. There's a jitter of electricity, and then it actively flies up your nose.
Ah!
And you feel this searing stream of electronic energy through your brain as it apparently decides, just rewriting some neural pathways is probably the easiest way to get this shit done.
She's making. Yeah, this is weird.
And then comes out the other nostril.
Yeah.
Sneeze 4 times.
Yep.
You know kung fu.
And spirit speech.
Spirit speech. Okay.
You
Well-
are obligated to go. Thank you. Whoa.
And the thing kind of hovers in front of your face for a minute. See? Not hard, sister.
Oh, thanks. We need to talk to them, and I don't want to get close.
What?
The spiders.
Yeah.
Making the
Yeah.
patterns.
They make the roads. They make the roads, fast roads, real nice fast roads. Yeah.
They do. But right now they're wrapping our home in
You'll be
roads
able
that
to travel fast, up and down, sideways,
can't get
all
out
directions.
But we can't get out if there are
Yeah,
roads.
no, it's easy. Watch, and you see him zip off towards the web,
Uh-huh.
and one of those fractal strands, he just and vanishes into it.
Whoa.
There's
Probably-
a brief moment, and then he's back, all the way across the city, just like that. Yep.
Probably easier for spirits to do than for people.
Yeah,
He's also electric.
Yeah.
that could be useful though. We can't do that right now.
Might be able to learn.
Might be able to. I walk over to probably the nearest one, very carefully.
Okay.
Stop and back away if I feel any sort of like weird.
fight.
What was that, Aaron?
I'm staying reasonably close in case this turns into a fight. It seems like it's working now.
Yeah.
You speak spirit speech now, which was definitely the hurdle Anya was worried about. That's good.
So as it stands now,
Mhm.
it's this sort of rising mass of fractal patterns in the air that remain consistent even as you change your angle to them. And you can feel vaguely that stepping sideways here would be a lot harder than stepping sideways on the other side of the wall.
Yep. Yeah. Because of that. Okay.
No spiders currently right now.
No spiders? Okay. I will wait until one gets there because or can I talk directly to the web? that a thing I can do?
You could try.
I will try and do that.
What do you say to the web?
You are a beautiful pattern. And I think you are being made to try and keep this place safe. But it prevents us from doing our job, which is making sure that thing out there that is making this desert scary goes away. Please pause. And that's
You wait for about 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
No response.
Okay.
And then a spider crawls out from somewhere between one of these fractals, just kind of manifests itself, extruding through, begins a quick spiraling path down, doing something with its anterior legs that's expanding the fractals.
Expanding?
Yeah.
Okay. I will try and speak to the spider. Why are you building this? It's beautiful, but it's sticky and we're getting stuck.
There's a faint pause as the thing turns. Dakota and Anya, you guys don't understand what's being said because I don't think either of you have spirit speech, right?
No.
Okay. Query rejected, not parsed as task. Reallocation, priority, negligible. Continue. Yes, no, yes. And it begins to spin once more, makes one half circle, and vanishes back into the pattern.
You get anything useful out of that? I just saw a spider show up and leave.
Yes.
But with an accent, because I'm not saying this psychically. God damn it. I got my accent psychically.
I think I put in the wrong command. Goodness, I'm not good at thinking of these things. Okay.
Wow, back on the material side. Aiden, you're slowly starting to get back to more or less. And both you and Sal are starting to notice that it's healing over. But there's a mark left behind.
I didn't try to remain get active.
Yeah.
I think you only get the scar if you try to remain active.
Oh yeah, no, we're not into battle scar territory yet, but there's a mark left behind.
Yeah.
Sal is.
Yeah, but there's from the bullet wounds, there's a mark on both of us.
Yeah.
I think after Aiden shifted into Glabro, and we were in here, Sal would have done the same thing.
Okay.
So he can heal as well.
Yep.
I require there are two ways that I can I understand you want to go speak to Juniper, but before then I will need an opinion. There are two ways that I can try to keep this entity here while I speak to it. It is a spirit, though bound to human flesh. I can try to bind its service to me for however long I can. Or I can, if I can have time to speak with the spirit of the owl, I can physically trap it in space, but would take more time but would be more effective.
Try the first. Time is of the essence at this point. If that doesn't work, we can try the other, but
okay, Jack, I'm gonna. So while Aiden does whatever Aiden's going to do in regards to Juniper, I'm going to try to perform the rite of binding, and I'm going to try to bind the Weaver spirit in this drone, in this entity, because I don't know what it's called yet, to my service.
Interesting.
Sal is holding down the drone. Is there anything he can do to help with the process?
So binding spirit. So the rite of binding binds a spirit to a werewolf, making it a servant. The more powerful it is, the more difficult the process is. Although any encountered spirit is subject to binding, the group generally feel blah 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 blah. Spirits trapped, that's right, may be bound into temporary service or into objects or create talons. You can also bind them to people, though that is less likely to happen. No spirit allows itself to be bound unless it is friendly to the binding character's totem. I have no idea what Crow's relationship with Weaver spirits is.
Yep.
So,
actually, give me an intelligence and occult roll, difficulty 6.
and you can still force things into binding, but that gets even more difficult. And
That gets
dicey real fucking fast.
4 successes.
4 successes. You can't bind something that's already bound.
So yeah, that was something that I tried to figure out last week, but was unsuccessful. I was trying to figure out what these were as to whether or not I could bind them.
Having seen and now able to sort of examine what's going on here, this is a spirit that has been bound to a living being, and best you can tell, they are effectively a single being now. Extracting the spirit from it and binding it to something else, that's impossible as far as you're aware.
Okay, so I can't bind them.
Yep.
So after crouching down for a little bit and sort of studying it, okay, so I won't be able to perform the rite on these. I'll say to Aiden, they are Weaver spirits bound into human flesh. They are effectively one entity now, and short of killing them, there's no way to remove the two.
What is it, like a FOMO or something?
It sounds to me like it's a Weaver FOMO.
That's fucked up.
Would that be correct, Jack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the entire situation in a nutshell. Yeah.
Effectively, yes. Similar to what FOMO are.
Right. Well, fuck.
Can
you keep it from running? Simple question: can you keep it from getting away from here right now?
Yes, but it will require time. I have to converse with an owl spirit.
How much time?
Enough time to summon it and bargain. Which
that could be hours.
Exactly.
Sal, of course, Greg just walked off. Okay. You know that thing that you were going to do before?
Yeah, boss.
Do that.
Okay. Sorry.
It's okay.
I was letting the dog out.
No, it was
so
just
Sal starts what? Making drinks?
No, go to the other side of the Umbra and just wait.
Yeah.
It's like fist cock. Just.
All right. Sure
It's
thing.
our best option right now.
Hey, boss.
Yep.
You feeling okay?
I'm fine. I'm just peachy. Why would I not be fine? Everything went perfectly smoothly today. Excuse me while I go talk to my boss.
I'll wait here and keep an eye on this thing on this side. Then she says.
Yeah, sure. I'll do this talking alone.
You want me?
Do you want me
No.
to?
I would actually rather do this by myself.
Okay. She pulls the fang dagger and just kind of holds it up to the drone.
Don't kill it.
I don't intend to.
Sal will stand up and try to step sideways.
Okay.
I will also step sideways because I have to summon the owl spirit in the Umbra.
Are you doing the roll for both of you?
Yeah, I can do the roll for both of us.
All right. If you want to
it's
try
still
and activate your shades again, you can.
Is it still the same scene?
No.
No, okay. Yeah, I'll try to activate my shades again. I activated my shades.
Hey, all right. Difficulty 4. Stamina and primal urge.
To step sideways? I thought it was just gnosis to step
Or
sideways.
sorry, gnosis. I'm looking at my cheat sheet, and I read the shift
3 successes to get both of us.
3 successes. All right. So you guys just out, and you're clambering out of what appears to be a solid stone wall.
And then,
Jack,
Yeah.
can we talk to Dustbringer without talking to everyone?
If he's there,
Supposedly he's always there.
he's always there. Are you trying to attract him?
Yeah, I'm trying to get his attention.
Give me how many dots of totem do you have?
I have 1.
Give me we'll say charisma and primal urge, difficulty 6.
Let's label this one totem call. Charisma, primal urge. 3 successes.
Okay. So you send out the mental call, which everybody else hears. And after a moment, there's an answering "Arr!" And Dustbringer flies in through the door that's still kind of hanging open a little bit.
Yeah. So, being the only one in the room, Ingvar looks up. It's good to see you, Dustbringer.
What can we do, daughter?
I had a very simple question, and I would like your wisdom on it.
Ask.
I made the right call, didn't I? This thing was trying to affect our minds, and from what we gather, it was starting to work. If I had let it keep trying to do that, it would have been acting unabated.
There are arguments for and against your conduct. Those who value decisiveness and an unrelenting force in the face of danger, many would have acted as you did. As for you, however, though, I am not the one you should be asking this question of.
Yes, that's a conversation that I'll need to have later. I just wanted to know what you thought of it.
Good came of your choice. Evil may well also come. The future will be revealed when it arrives.
That somehow makes me feel better and not at the same time.
As is so often the case when one shares what they hope is wisdom.
I think it was. Thank you, Dustbringer.
I will continue to watch from above.
And on.
And he's gone. Aiden.
Yep.
Where you headed?
Probably towards, I'm going to assume, Juniper's office.
Okay.
If not there, I will keep wandering until I find.
It doesn't take you very long.
Sure was.
Yep. Walk up. Well, that could have gone worse. I'm joking. That literally probably could not have gone worse.
I know who I signed for this job, but what the actual fuck?
I mean, I'm going to be honest. I saw a situation where there were clearly spiritual entities of some kind circling regularly that were not almost certainly not friendly, and went to try and deal with it, and the flaw, if I'm going to be honest, was simply in the fact that we haven't really had time to. We literally got this job of being guardians, 6 hours ago?
Kinda.
And something that would be a serious problem for most guardian packs was dropped directly in our faces.
Oh yeah.
It was messy. It was messy as shit, but we got it accomplished.
And that is probably going to be our saving grace when it comes to having to put this on the quarterly report.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Couple things. When there's a threat, you guys are our first, but not our only line of defense.
Absolutely.
Next time something shows up that seems sketchy and threatening, but you don't actively already know what it is, take 10 minutes and make some phone calls.
I don't have that phone tree yet, but yes.
Okay. Getting you that phone tree then.
Yeah.
Or just tell me and I'll make the phone calls.
It's fair. That is 100% fair. I'm
not gonna lie. This is honestly, this is going to go both ways depending on who you talk to.
Right. Oh, for sure. I get it. You
didn't entirely shit the bed, but some people are going to focus more on the shit in the bed than the fact that the bed is not on fire.
Right. Yeah, no, absolutely. Which is why I think the important thing is to get as much good information if possible. I know it's a Weaver for more. Okay, but so I don't know how much we'll be able to get, but to get as much good information out of that as possible. Because the more that we have,
the
harder it is to. Currently, it is unconscious. With who's watching him?
Me,
Ingvar watching him, and Hikau and Sal ready to deal if it jumps across.
All right. Not gonna lie, you guys have made my life more difficult today based on certain choices. It could have gone worse.
Oh yeah, don't worry. I'll be dealing with those choices.
Okay. Look, I mean, ballsy as fuck, and some people are going to give you a pat on the back for that. Please don't let this become your status quo.
Oh, no, 100% not. Yeah, no.
All right, how are you doing?
There are
as your clothes are getting stiff at this point.
Peachy. I'm just fine. Nobody was. I'm up. I'm conscious. I'm fine. I'm healing. Cell's the same.
Okay.
Not much more to say about that. No. Yes, there are definitely some deltas to go with the positives here. And we will be dealing with those deltas. Don't worry. Where do you want us to bring this guy? This thing? Right now, he's in the fucking movie room.
Yeah. God. We're going to need outside help on this one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to keep him there, keep an eye on him for now.
Okay.
Shut the door, lock the door, whole shebang.
Right.
The construction here is solid, but I'd prefer to not. I'd prefer for it to be a more secure location, and honestly, this is probably going to be a handoff. I mean, if it starts talking, obviously write it all down.
Right.
But this is probably going to be passed higher up the
Too
line.
higher up the chain, right?
And
Okay.
they'll handle actually, yeah.
Getting information. Makes sense. Okay.
And ditch the car.
Yeah, that's that part of cleanup is up next.
Okay.
Yep.
Given what happened, you're
6 hours.
yes. Alex is probably not going to be let off the grounds anytime soon on this side.
Literally had nothing to do with the whole situation.
Reputation is reputation.
The right thing in this situation.
Oh, Alex did exactly what I would have hoped she would have done. But given what just went down, this has set that back a bit. Unless something swings the scales back in your guys' significant favor. I'll still be able to make sure that she's got wandering privileges on the other side, but this is not going to go over well.
Yeah. All right. All right.
And as her alpha, that's your story to tell her.
Yep. Yes, it is. All right.
All right.
I'm going to head back.
Keep me in the loop.
Yep.
For God's sake. Okay. All right. Making some phone calls. You'll know when they get here.
Cool.
So, with that conversation now over, everyone in the pack, you get 2 temporary glory for being part of the pack that actively fought off a squad of men in black. You lose 3 temporary wisdom.
What if you only had 1 temporary wisdom in the first
Yeah.
place?
What does that happen?
Then it just goes down to 0.
Okay.
You haven't lost anything permanent yet. And because of the magnitude of the injury, as I was reading the rules, Sal and Aiden both get battle scars. So you guys get an additional 1 temporary glory. And you will have something that's going to show up in all forms from where you did not soak 6 lethal damage each.
Bullet wound.
Yep. But yeah, no, apparently they can sometimes arise just from really fucking nasty injuries. So
I can heal them once I get time to actually do the thing that I had given you guys a shopping list about.
Well, these are deep scars,
no.
so they don't have any particular penalties associated with them. You just, it's a mark.
Okay.
And you get one temporary glory. Or whatever the proper one is for I need 10 of these before it gets permanent. So yeah. Temporary seems like the right term.
Just to clarify so I understand.
Yeah.
As near as I understand the way I'm reading this, it says they occur specifically when you channel your rage to remain active, which I chose not to do.
Right. Okay. So as I'm reading it, it says when you channel your rage to remain active, it says a werewolf gains a battle scar whenever she successfully remains active. And then if you go down to the battle scars thing, there's a sentence right before the example. A werewolf can also acquire a battle scar as a result of a particularly brutal attack or from torture.
Okay.
So you always get one if you channel your rage, berserk frenzy, all that sort of thing. You can also get them from other things, though, is how I'm reading it.
Okay.
This instance, or whenever narratively convenient.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Welcome to World of Darkness.
So both of you got a deep scar. It will ache when the weather changes. but there's no mechanical penalties associated.
Okay. Question: how do you regain gnosis?
Eating.
You say what?
How do you
Eating things. That's the only way I know.
Eating things.
Generally, gnocchi.
So
because the
if
Theurge only has 2 points of temporary gnosis left.
no, that happens.
Yeah, it is really hard to regain gnosis. Why
So
do you think
meditation. You can do a sacred hunt, which is usually a rite at one of the moots for the sept. You can bargain with a spirit. And also, I usually do that if you hunt a spirit for legitimate purposes and done in a method with good intent and that sort of thing, sometimes spirits will basically drop gnosis as loot, more or less.
There was no gnosis left on my hands when I ripped apart a spirit earlier, was there?
You didn't rip apart a spirit. Dakota did.
I took a big chunk out of it. Anyways. So yeah, I'm summoning an owl spirit.
Okay.
And
Rite of summoning, yes?
Yes.
And then I'm murdering it for gnosis.
Okay. That would not get you any gnosis.
Yeah. And I had a random question for my stuff because I just realized that First Strike had gone out to get some sort of guardian thing, right, for the Cairn. Could this be it?
The webs.
The spiders thing.
Make an intelligence and occult roll. Difficulty
Okay.
7.
All right. And I get something for having my gift up, I think, with intelligence.
Yeah, you get an extra mental die.
Well, this is a different scene now. That scene has ended.
Oh, it has? Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So it was intelligence and occult. Hang on. One success.
All right. You're pretty sure nah.
Nah, okay.
You're pretty sure this is not meant as a defense against this. No, this is.
Okay. Cool. They're building. Yeah, I think if I can convince them to or alter the code. I don't know how to do that though. Yeah, let's see what happens.
Okay.
Back away from the things.
Over the mental link before I start my rite of summoning, I will. Aiden, do we want to pull back in our patrol?
Worst idea. Yes, actually, absolutely. As long as you guys don't have anything to report.
Are they still like, can I get a rate of like expansion, like how long it will take them to encircle the cairn, or?
How many dots in academics do you have?
I got one.
Or sorry, science, not academics, science.
I got nothing in science.
Nope.
Okay.
That is a calculation that you.
Science. I also haven't been trying to talk to spirits during this.
If that's something that you think Anya would be interested in attempting to calculate.
Yeah, any information that would be reasonable for the people taking our reports to want, I'm trying to keep an eye on.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on with spirit speech, so I can't convey that, but I have
Give me intelligence and science difficulty 6 as you try and do a semi-complicated math problem in your head.
Good news is if I get the answer wrong, I'll still know all of the figures. But 2 successes.
You'd say at current rates of expansion, full encasement inside a week.
Not to say they won't speed up, but they are inching closer. Within a week, the speed they are moving will encircle us. In case
And that would be encircling. If they were actually going to try to like build a roof on, you're probably thinking at least another one of those.
Yeah.
circle us. Within 2 weeks, we would be thoroughly encased if it makes roof.
And
So that
I.
means we'd be like stuck.
I tried to talk to them. Queer rejected. I think getting someone who knows more about computer programs in here to look at this thing and more about spirits, honestly.
Yeah.
They're actively hostile right now.
Okay. Yeah. Come back in. There's not anything more that you can do out there. As I turn around, Juniper. One other thing.
Yeah. Sure. Why not?
Oh yeah, no, this is definitely not on us. That's all I'm saying.
I want to lead with it. This is not our fault.
Unless you blame everything that happens here on us because of this Karen waking up. But I'd rather we not focus on that at the moment. So
Digging deeper.
there are a series of pattern spiders currently walling up this area. I'm guessing that was related to the Weaver Fomor hanging out.
Uh-huh.
Current estimates from according to the pack, current estimates based on how quickly they're moving, a week they'll have this place completely surrounded.
Fantastic. Okay. So, right.
I'm just saying.
All right. I mean, I don't know what else I expected, and yes, you are absolutely right. That one's not on you.
See? So lead with that when you talk with them, and then just slide the other part in. Maybe they won't even notice.
Keep talking, Portland.
Can I check my phone? I know Wi-Fi doesn't work on the other side of the Umbra, but it's dedicated. So I think this enormous Krynos with black and brindled tan fur pulls out his dedicated cell phone, which is Krynos form, and is just checking to see before I step sideways if at any point I got a message back or a call back from Katya.
Nothing at this point yet. No.
Okay. Then I would like to say to Aiden, to everybody, I guess, through the open line. But and I was talking to is it Mason, Mr. Mason?
Clancy.
Clancy, yeah.
Mr. Olson.
Mr. Olson. I was talking to Mr. Olson just before all this shit went down. Apparently, we got a kinfolk missing. Name of Katya. You might want to mention that to Juniper if she don't already know.
Hey, Juniper, one other thing.
Just shovel it on. Why not?
Apparently, there's a missing kinfolk. You may know about this already. You may not. Katya. I don't know them. But according to Sal, he'd been talking with
She's not back, is she? And she looks around. You can see her looking around the parking lot, obviously looking for a vehicle that is not currently there. God damn it.
That makes the way you say that, Juniper, makes me suggest you know where she might have gone, and that.
I mean, she works weekends at DRI. And yeah, no, usually she'd be back by this point. Fuck.
Like back by this point a half an hour ago, or back by this point earlier?
We're pushing about an hour and a half now, I think. Because it's yeah. Shit. Okay, I'll add that to the list of calls.
Again, not on us.
That one's not on you.
Noted.
try not to ride on that carriage as often as you're having to.
It was a busy day.
Also, have you checked the news lately? Also not our fault.
And the president, man,
Headline
not
of
our
the
fault.
report is werewolf sighting.
No. Scroll down, further down the page.
See those 3 articles at the bottom? None of those were us.
No. Click on the BBC. That okay.
Boris Johnson, totally not our fault.
Actually, that may have had spiritual repercussions.
And Brexit can only be tied to Hakao, none of the rest.
I'm Russian,
There may have been a...
so depends on how far you want to extend the blame.
No. You were not blaming we're not blaming you for Brexit. We're blaming you for our current executive situation.
Anyways.
Anyway.
Aiden,
So Juniper
Aiden, there
goes
are
off to
30
make some phone calls
Aiden,
as
there are 30 to
Hakao is
50
trying
wild
to summon an owl.
When you guys get back, Alex, do me a favor, relieve Sal from what he's doing. If something jumps into, if the drone jumps into the Umbra, punch it real hard. Sal, I need you to help me with cleanup.
All right.
You got it.
Do you like me to stay with Alex for reinforcements?
Yes.
Or
Actually, you stay. You go into the this side, across the gauntlet, movie room.
Who?
sorry, Jeremy, you're pointing, and I know.
I know. The person who was just talking that I was responding directly to, which is you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Anastasia, you relieve Ingvar because I'm gonna need a few people to do cleanup. There's more than one car, and perhaps some bodies. So, yeah.
Also,
One of you can grab my laptop from. I don't know where it would be. It was in the security room.
all right. So as things cleanup level are getting handled, we skip back to Hakao, who is trying to summon an owl spirit. Are you taking multiple hours in order to lower the difficulty, or are you just going for it?
So question.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of mechanical modifiers to this, and I need to know how many of them are in effect.
Okay.
On my end, I am a silent strider, which
Yep.
means owl is my like tribal spirit.
Mhm.
And I also have spirit heritage or air spirits, which aren't owl spirits but are connected because owls fly.
Yep.
Do either of those reduce the native difficulty of whatever I'm doing?
Your tribe will somewhat, yes.
Okay.
You're already in the Umbra, so you don't have to make the roll to pierce the
Yeah.
pierce the gauntlet. What type of stuff are you trying to get out of this spirit once you meet them?
I am trying to learn the spirit snare gift. I've already spent the experience for it. I just haven't had the time to actually talk to the spirits yet.
That will probably require a jaggling. Yeah, you could get away with a gaffling on that one.
And if they want something in return, we have a lot of fresh spiders around the cairn that they can feel free to hunt.
Yeah, that doesn't qualify as chivinage.
Yeah, I know.
Chivinage means this is something I actively myself already possess that I am offering to you freely.
I can give them. Hang on. Do I think they would? Do I think they would take one of my voice of the wind talons or my bounty bread?
Bounty bread, not so much. Voice of the wind, maybe.
Okay.
But that's a little sketchy because you're technically giving a spirit another spirit.
Yeah, that's why I
Which
didn't know
sort
if
of breaks the rules of probably what you did to
buy no
encourage
spirits in the
the
first
original
place.
spirit to enter the talon in the first place.
Yeah, so never mind that.
That would be pretty dicey.
I'm sure I have random knickknacks that could count as food or something in my bag, but yes, I will spend an hour.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of how long. Like, yeah, I'll spend an hour doing
An
the
hour
ritual.
would bump it down to 3.
Yeah.
Since you're summoning a Gaffling level. And then the Chiminage will more come into play, not for the summoning, but more for the bargaining to get what you're looking for kind of thing. So go ahead and roll me Gnosis difficulty 3.
Four successes.
4 successes.
Which means it comes immediately and is passively benign.
Yes, it is. So you take a moment to center yourself and you begin to commence the ceremony. There are a number of elements that you incorporate, both bringing out a few knickknacks and bits of stuff that you've got around you that are kind of owl-centric. The fact of your heritage as one of the children of the spirit brood who engages and operates under the auspices of Owl and his sphere of influence within the spirit world. And you take the time to make sure that everything is basically as prepared as possible before you send out the call. And almost immediately, you feel just a waft of air pass over your face. Obviously, no sound because owls fly silently. But as you open your eyes, there's an owl spirit just blinking at you.
And I will, however is most appropriate, because I've dealt with owl spirits before, because that's how I get my my tribal gift, Heaven's Guidance.
Mm-hmm.
However, with my familiarity with dealing with owl spirits, I basically am just going to proceed to greet, discuss, and then bargain for the spirit snare gift. However, I need to do that.
All right. So you begin to you greet the spirit with the respect that you've been taught from your mentors back in your original cairn, your tribal influences and that sort of thing. And with a little bit of give and take and sharing of the only thing the owl requests is knowledge.
Which I gladly give.
Okay. They'll ask what basically the owl wants to know. So, what the fuck's going on here?
I will, as best I can, recount the story of since I arrived. Because basically it hasn't stopped since I arrived.
It pretty much hasn't. Give me a...
For the viewers, go back and watch the last 4 episodes.
Charisma and expression. Difficulty 6, just standard difficulty, just to see how you do.
Four successes.
So in proper sort of vaguely ceremonial formal speech, you recount the events of the last couple days. The owl is pleased with the information that you've provided for it and is willing to share its knowledge with you. And in that mystic way of transmitting information and knowledge and a spiritual resonance that carries ability with it, the secrets of the spirit snare are imparted to you.
I like that, because Alex is there observing because we're in the spot with where they're guarding. So like Alex, who had a little electric ball shoot into her brain, sees a very different transfer of ability here.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a really long time, Alex.
Yeah. I can understand everything now, though. It's exciting.
Yes, and you are able to converse and get back and understand what's transpiring between these two beings as the gift and the stories are passed back and forth.
All right.
So after finishing the trade, I thank the owl for its time and presence. And then over the intercom. Okay, Aiden, I now have an ability to basically potentially lock down the Weaver spirit. That is, if it tries to flee, I can try to talk to it now.
Awesome.
Do we want to do that in-house or in the Umbra?
We are so funny story. The answer is currently neither. We're keeping an eye on it until the people who are going to take all the credit for this show up.
At which point, given that it almost an hour has
Yeah.
transpired
I
since
assume we've been doing
you're-
cleaning.
Yep, you guys have been doing cleanup because I don't feel like role-playing all of it out. A couple of things you will have noticed as you once again sort of emerge. You're able to ditch the car. You just drive it a while and throw the keys somewhere and haul ass back. Those helicopters that you heard, which were loud, which approached, came close, pretty loud, apparently did something with 3 bodies in another vehicle. Because there is no sign of the broken down car, any blood stains on the sidewalk whatsoever.
Cool.
You don't
I'm
see a
taking
single
that.
shell. You don't see a single shell casing. You don't see shit.
So yeah, Aiden would look around and go, this was definitely not done by friends, but I still consider it a win. Let's move these others, the rest of it.
Go ahead and give me just a straight intelligence roll, difficulty 5.
It's really nice when your enemies are also a secret conspiracy and have more
Right.
power.
All of us are just Aiden.
Anybody who would be helping with the cleanup.
Sure.
You
So,
said
2 dice for me.
Well, somebody's got to be watching that.
That was Anya was supposedly watching the drone.
Yeah, I thought that's what I had been told.
Okay, if you were assigned
I
there,
can't go
then yeah.
help with cleanup.
Okay,
you said straight intelligence difficulty 5.
just intelligence difficulty 5.
Just
Ah! With my 2 dice, I got 2 successes.
Nice.
Nice.
At one point, because I just keep adding the rolls, at one point my character sheet is just going to be like 7 pages
Right.
long. 7 or 5.
Oh, you can add dice.
Oh wait, I still have wound
you do
penalties.
not still have those wound penalties.
I do
though.
not have those wound penalties anymore.
Is it a dice curse if you rolled no dice?
No, definitely not.
All right.
It is if he botches, though, after he fixes that problem.
Then it is, yes,
Yeah.
because he rolled dice.
Like that.
Yeah, just
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
Punch.
Oh yeah, yeah. yeah.
Aiden's like, yeah, no, this is a win. They cleaned up for us. We're good. Ingmar and Sal are just standing there going, yeah, but that means they have our blood.
Yeah,
I don't know if anybody voices that. But you guys all get back to the halfway house post cleanup at a point when a large blazer pulls in, black tinted windows, a little bit of pinstriping down the side, and 4 figures, all fairly imposing, step out. And we will meet them next week.
Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye.
We've been so grown here on the soil where the roots that furrow deep. We've been long left with edges in the core, now closer than the creep. Elders tell us, keepers of the bottom, treasures of the dirt. Russian string, we scribble and sing and dig for the annals of the earth. And we try to keep a little beauty in the world. All that died, we keep it in our hands. If a dark clouds blackened in the sun, they came down to the shores. Borders hard, loud, beaten, overcome, no peace here anymore. Bridges, wicked are the pillars, push us till we fall. Until we fall, there's lies, but craving in the rise, still casting a shadow over all. And we try to keep a little beauty in the world. All that died, we keep it in our hands. We are the Baden boys. We are the we keep it in our hands. We tell it to the page. We never let it fade. And we